Now, how am I supposed to tell y'all apart? You look identical. Now, I know you're the only one with a baby, and he's usually hanging with you, so that makes it kind of easy. So you're Rose, but I guess let's talk about her half-sister, Lemon Drop. So I'm not joking. I was like, did I black out and think that I bought one cow, and I accidentally bought two, you know? But no, it turns out Lemon Drop's picture just wasn't even in the catalog. I just bought her completely off of her numbers. I think what happened was I won the bid of Juno right here, and then I was just feeling so good that I just kept on bidding. That's what happened. So this pretty lady, Lemon Drop, she's just a heifer, so she's 2. She'll be having her first calf in February. February 2nd, she is due with a heifer calf. So you'll notice she's 3/8 Angus. That's fine. Her babies can still be registered. That's not a problem. Her sire's TJ Teardrop. I talked about him a little bit yesterday because he's also the sire of Rose, and he's also the sire of our heifer bull, Sugar Daddy. To clarify, neither of these will be bred to Sugar Daddy. But I've been talking about EPDs a little bit, and you'll notice something really, really good about Lemon Drop is that her weaning weight and yearling weight, so based off of projection from her bloodlines, her babies should be in the top weight category for weaning weight and yearling weight, which if you're raising beef cattle is super important. Like I said yesterday, sometimes those older bloodlines, if they have really good yearling weight and weaning weight, they might have a higher birth weight because it's super hard to genetically get a calf that's born small, that is small at birth, that is easy calving, but then also grows huge for weaning weight and yearling weight. That's a really short period of time. But she's above average in those, and then she's in the top percentage for weaning and yearling. So that was a really, really good trait that we loved. We are just trying to build our herd, add new blood. She does have older bloodlines that we have history with and that we love. But I will tell you a little bit of our strategy is that, we'll get these really good mamas, right? She's a heifer, she's bred, she should have a nice heifer calf. But with that being said, if we have embryos that are of higher quality than the stock we already have, then we might start the breeding process with embryos first, but then they get turned out with our bull Justice or our bull Sugar Daddy, whoever we say. And then to have our recip cattle be nice registered Simmental so that if they don't take the embryo and then they just have their own baby, it's still a really nice baby. It's like you win both ways. And personally, that's super important to utilize the number of head that we have on our property since we are limited. We don't have an unlimited amount of ground to graze these cattle. So jury's out on if she's going to have her own baby next year or if we'll put an embryo in. Due to the fact that she's due in February, we might end up just letting her be cleaned up by Justice and get back on track to have maybe like a December calf the next year. But we are also expanding our herd to have a small spring herd. So lots of things to figure out.